Wipe the slate, a clean escape again. Run like the wind. The present's gone, the past has never been. The firewood is spent, the daylight came and went. Now I'm just alone inside my head, and barely on the lam. The demons I outran are at the door. My saboteurs are passengers, they follow where I lead. I can't escape the trouble when the trouble's part of me. And I run as fast as lightning from the mountains to the shore. Still the wolves are clawing at the door. A tap, then a knock, crescendoing and growing ever wilder. I stare at the lock. The pounding shakes, the plaster breaks apart. A crackle, then a spark, then everything goes dark. I feel the winds constricting on the walls. The shattered windows fall. A voice is in the hall. It calls me in. My saboteurs are passengers. They follow where I lead. I can't escape the trouble when the trouble's part of me. And I run as fast as lightning from the mountains to the shore. Still the wolves are clawing at the door. Burn who I've been. Wipe the slate, a clean escape, the end. Run like the wind, and leave behind my broken mind again. My saboteurs are passengers, they follow where I lead. I can't escape the trouble when the trouble's part of me. And I run as fast as lightning from the mountains to the shore. Still the wolves are clawing at the door.
All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I'm just gonna say hi to chat a little bit. Of course, it's a drama stream, right? So I'll just let people know ahead of time. Drama alert, doo, 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 but not to make not the drama alert, but Um, so I was just gonna watch some of uh, Cirque Du Face here, and some of her commentary, and just kind of see what's going on. Math Pig, hello. Everybody likes boobs. Thank you very much. Yes. Um, and Doubting Thomas, good to see you again. Sneak into bed. Yeah, you go to bed. You're 8 hours ahead. Let me see. Yeah. Ooh. You're going to bed really, really late, huh? Oh my goodness. Okay, and spooky as usual. Always Johnny on the spot. Thank you very much. I am streaming at a completely bizarro time. I don't expect a lot of viewers because of that, but that's okay. That's, if I wanted tons of viewers, I would actually stream consistently, wouldn't I? I am very inconsistent. Oh my goodness, it's Hans Moist Thunder Nipples himself. It's good to see you. I haven't seen buzzing from my stream earlier. Cough, cough. Oh, okay. Yep. Very good then. Well, we are glad that you had a good time streaming, and always great to see you. Well, I am watching people do apologetics for somebody that I feel like shouldn't be doing apologetics and making up things that probably they shouldn't make up. And you may have heard Molly Go Lightly lost her channel. She lost her main channel and then her little side channel as well. So Molly Go Lightly is very doxy. And one of the things that she did that she just recently did that took things too far is that she doxed somebody in the Airbnb and took a photo of their ID and put it on the stream, which is crazy that that happened, but this happens a lot. Molly's also she's dox patrons when they turn on her and become critical. Suddenly they're doxy as well, and so yeah, it is a problem. So it looks like she may have been removed from YouTube. There's a certain group of women that like to defend Molly, and I have a theory as to why, and we can discuss it. Hi, Nitty. I don't know you, but welcome to the channel. Hi, Cece. Good to see you. Her new name is Molly. Go away. Yeah. Yep. Go away. All right. Um, so that was the big breaking news, I guess. It's like, whoa, she lost her channel. So some people have claimed that this is somehow indicative that there was some sort of mass flagging involved. And that would definitely not be the case. Here's the thing, EKC. People can report things that are not only just offensive. That's one thing. And I let a lot of offensive things slide. I tend to not be somebody that would report for offense so much, but abuse, a lot of harm, things like that. Like doxing, vet bashing. Those things are all reportable. But somebody just offending, that's whole something else. Can we blame Steve McRae? I mean, maybe. I mean, he's the one that's gathered all these sister wives together, right? How does Spackle talk and not move her lips or face? It's practice. It's called ventriloquism. It's really good. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to watch a video and commentate and stuff and things. Steve who, right? Steve is falling off the planet, of the flat earth planet. He's fallen off. Okay, let's see. I'm going to hide this. Okay. I didn't realize I still have this avatar up, but that's okay. We'll work with it. I'm too lazy right now to get it flipped. So we're going to share this video. I'm going to try to forward through boring parts and see what we can do to find something interesting that's relevant that we can talk about. Let's talk about it. All right. So I'm going to share screen. We're going to go ahead and share the audio. We're high tech here. Oh, yeah. Here we go. EKC, people suck. Yes. I like to call her Cirque du Face. Not because she's particularly a Picasso in the face. It's more like she's got interesting makeup tastes. Yeah. The Stingray guy. No, not the Stingray guy. All right. So I might be skipping around a little bit. This is a long stream, about a 126. So we're going to go ahead and go live chat replay and we're going to stream it. And The title of the stream that I'm reviewing is The Tipper Gores of YouTube One. Whose channel is it next? Well, I know that we've got some Zoomers and millennials that might not remember Gore. You have to be on the young side of millennials if you don't remember, probably. But if you're on the older side of millennials, or I am what they call a zennial, dun dun dun. Yeah, for some reason we're so special that they made a subcategory for us where we are at the end of Gen X and the beginning of millennial, and they call us zennials. Apparently, supposedly, that's what I was told on TikTok. I didn't know. I don't know, but yeah, I'm like the last year of Gen X. So I've always had a foot in both kind of camps, a little bit of cynicism. So I like reality bites and a little bit of ooh and ah and wonder of the millennials. Um, but yeah, I just was fascinated that it was such an old reference. Like it is a really old reference. Tipper Gore decided to make a big scene about we're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, this is calling for anarchy. This is so bad." Yeah, that was Tipper Gore, and Tipper Gore is Team Democrat and was trying to control free speech and music. And like, we didn't take it. No, we didn't take it. Nope, nope, nope. And I like free speech. I support free speech. I don't support bullying and oppressing people because you have a big platform. That I don't. That I do not support. Let's see. Moist, you said. All right. Let's see. Is Tipper Gore when you go? Oh, oh. Sure. It's that. Okay. Let's watch this.
Hey, that time it didn't crash on me.
Yay! Technology.
Sounds like her channel was terminated. So she can, in fact, I believe, start another channel so long as that channel does not violate terms of service, then she should be fine.
Oh, and we're talking about Molly Golightly has lost both of her channels. Boom, boom, boom.
Because many other creators have done the same thing and they're still on the platform with their new channels. She can go on, yes.
Many creators have done what the same thing. UKC, are you talking about showing people's IDs on camera to dox them? Are you talking about really shady fundraisers? Are you talking about doxing patrons who say, "Hey, you went too far here. Excuse me, I have something different to say here." And oh, I've been doxed. I mean, many creators do that. Well, they shouldn't be on the platform either. Like, there's certain things that you shouldn't be able to do, and that's one of them. Free speech is fine. This is not free speech issues. This is definitely not.
She absolutely can go on other people's platforms and everything. That I know for a fact because another content creator who had his channel terminated wanted to come on, and everyone was saying, "Oh, he can't go on. It's ban evading or some shit like that, or I don't know, something evading." So I contacted YouTube, well,
Whatchamacallit,
Google or YouTube, I don't remember
evading.
who. But it was a live chat,
Pretend
and I asked
fashionista.
them,
Hi.
"Can I have someone come on as a guest on my channel,
Veranda
who's
V.
had a
Good
channel
morning.
terminated before in the past? They themselves are not, disallowed, but their channel was terminated." And I was
That's a big debate. So, like, there's a lot of people that do say that if you platform somebody that has been terminated, that is going around ban evasion. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know. What is popping? Is EKC all in a tizzy about now? Well, she's like, "Oh my God, free speech! Oh my God, they mass flagged Molly! Oh my God!" Molly lost both of her channels. Molly Go Lightly, the tragedy pimp, the vulture that she is. She lost both of her channels, not because of free speech issues, but because of her being this doxy weirdo person that she is. One of the things that just recently kicked off was her doxing the Airbnb person and showing their ID on stream via the phone. And yes, there's receipts for that. Justin is lying, saying there's not receipts. He's gaslighting. He always lies. There's been so many times where we've seen Molly dox people just because she doesn't like them. because they turned on her or because they have an opinion that's different. So, Evil Little McNuggies, hello. I have to say, Evil Little McNuggies is hilarious and is part of Westmost's channel. They've been covering, gosh, all sorts of weirdos, and one of them happens to be a weirdo that kind of ravaged through our community. JKJ Declassified, aka Jessie, the girl that would show up bum first to everything, and the fail sister wife of Steve McRae. Steve McRae brought this sloppy girl into the community. Nobody liked her. Even Cheshire didn't like her. And then she ended up going through Discords getting banned. But Evil McNuggies here covers some of this stuff and other weirdos. So check Evil McNuggies out, please. She's hilarious. Fashionista. Yep. Let's see. I didn't know we were going live. I didn't know either. It's sort of on a whim. So we'll see how this goes because it is like 8:42, and heaven knows since I've been sick, I go to bed early. So here it is. Free speech is what got Molly in this situation. Well, there's free speech and there's some consequences to certain things that you do. There's certain actions that you can take that can get you banished. So let's see.
So long as my stream didn't violate terms of service, then it was absolutely fine. There's nothing in any of the terms of service, that would deem otherwise. So, and I saved that live chat too. I'm more than happy to share it. In fact, I think I did share it on my community tab months ago, like over a year ago. But
there's free speech
anyways,
and there's stupid speech. Yeah.
Hey, Supergirl 50.
Definitely.
Hey, LER. Why did Molly get struck? So there was a stream.
What had happened was Molly got struck because what had happened was
I covered it in my latest video, the upload I did last night. But the stream that I displayed it toward the end there, it was a stream over on Queen Bee's channel. It's still up because I thought I read somewhere someone had said that this stream was struck or taken down. It's still up. Maybe they made it unlisted or something. I don't even think that though, but the link still works. But the title of it was Community Guideline Strikes. Trans fashion is that 1 or 2 strikes at Molly Go Doxer open panel. And this was on March 23rd. This whole stream was just a call for mass reporting. Unirock was on there, Navy Tax was on there, the Good Nunya, Nonsense was all up in the chat. And I think
Nonsense was all up in the chat, and I'm always all up in her grill because she's always up in the chat. So yeah, people talking about what happens in the community and talking about bad behavior and what that can do and the harm that it can do and what they were doing to other people. That's allowed, EKC. That's allowed. If that wasn't allowed, you wouldn't have a channel, would you? Because you report bad behavior in KJP, right?
I think one of Katie's socks was in there too, but I'm not quite sold that this is her sock, but I'm pretty sure it might be. Just because it seems weird where they pop up and the things that they care about. It's all Katie related. Anyways, there are a few other people on the panel. No one.
You know what? It is mass, right? Like, mass cheering is happening right now. I think she thinks it's a mass flagging, like a call against mass flagging, which is against TOS. Nobody called for mass flagging. But here are the conspiracy theorists that are willing to hold the handle of the devil as long as they're anti-KJP. So as long as there's a person that is on the other side of KJP, they are going to root and celebrate that person no matter how bad they are, no matter what they do. They will defend it. It's fascinating, really.
I know, really. I heard of Queen Bee before, that's it. But yeah, so they were giddy as fuck because they were celebrating their being able to have one of Molly's videos taken down. And Unirock was leading the way, rallying the troops, getting everyone out, telling them exactly what to do on Twitter and everything. This was a call to mass report. Now, I've heard over and over again that mass reporting like this, it's against terms of service. I don't know. I've heard that a lot of things are against the terms of service. And I know for a fact that some things I've heard are not. This, I don't know. I never really looked into it. But there's always rumors about.
So you're commenting on something that you never really looked into. Well, that really gives me a lot of confidence in your ability to commentate on this. Oh, well, tell me more.
What's against terms of service or what's going to be added to the terms of service or whatever. But like, I don't know, 9 out of 10 times they're just rumors. But this, I don't know. It very well could be. I don't know. I imagine like it could be deemed as maybe like a form of harassment or something. But
I heard a rumor that you shot from justice.
so, oh, sorry, I was answering your question. I'm sorry. Where's my okay? So this is why her channel got taken down, because this call to mass reporter, they went through all of her older content. Because see, after she had her one video taken down, she herself removed a lot of her content just to be safe. They went onto Playboard. They looked it to see what she had deleted. Now she didn't just unlist things. It said deleted on Playboard. She deleted the fucking videos. They went and grabbed the links to those videos from Playboard. And
Yeah, I have to say, EKC's like, a lot of like excitement, like, oh, what are you going to deliver here? And no shabam, no shabam at the end. I don't know.
reported them to YouTube. They reported shit that was now no longer even on the platform. That's crazy.
Point in contention in chat. EKC did not do that on her channel. She did it on Little Red's channel because Little Red's apparently has to take the fall, apparently. But maybe it's cowardice. I don't know. I kind of go with that.
But yeah. I mean, it's so. I mean, that tells me it's not the content that bothered them. They didn't give a shit if that was up on the platform or not. They're not at all pleased.
Oh, I won the lotto. The good Nunya? What's up? I've quite enjoyed the good Nunya. I feel like you're fairly grounded and I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in.
That it's been removed. No, what bothers them is that Molly was on the platform. They wanted Molly taken out, and they succeeded. You know,
Why do you think people arbitrarily want Molly taken down? Like what? Where in your conspiracy theory? Why is that a thing? What do you think? It's gonna be all leading to Katie. You know that with her, right? That's all it's gonna be. But that's not. That's not the reason.
sometimes the shitheads win. That's all I can say, really. Let me go back up here. Sorry. Holy shit. Where did I leave off? I don't even know. Wait, there's Granny's watching. Okay. Earlier I said, hey, Jamie K. Jamie K. Oh, okay.
Jamie K.
Hey, Sunny D.
Jamie?
Hey, Green Worm. Hey, Claudia.
Hey, Claudia, what's up?
When is. So if you're going to push for the rules to be applied to everyone else around you that you deem unworthy.
Okay, so there's a couple of argument styles that EKC tends to use over and over again on repeat. One is that if you maybe have had an infraction or messed up or screwed up on your channel, and most people have had something like a little goof up here and there, that is then rendering you incapable of commenting on anybody else's channel or holding anybody accountable. EKC's whole spiel is basically moral relativism. Like I'm telling you, like it's moral relativism gone bad. You can have moral relativism and be like a moral person, and you just set up rules that you live by that you prefer. But in her case, I mean, it's pretty much like there are none. Like there's finger paint everywhere. Like she's just there to smear the canvas and be like, "What picture are you looking at?" I don't know. At first it was a horse, but now it's just a psychedelic mushroomy shroomy swill that I'm looking at. I don't know. So if she was like to paint a picture for you, it's all finger paint smeared everywhere. You don't know what the truth is. She doesn't know what the truth is. She's just talking.
You should expect them to come back on yourself too. And that's something I don't think any of these creators are really prepared for. But I don't know.
She's saying Romans 6:23, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. And if you point a finger at someone else, 3 more fingers are going to be pointed straight at you. Oh my gosh, you should be a preacher. Just kidding. That's not what she said. But essentially, that's what she's saying. She's saying you cannot point out somebody's wrongdoing or when they're screwing up or hold somebody accountable because you might be held accountable. Okay. Is that what your fear is, EKC? You don't want to be held accountable? Is that the problem?
I was going to say something, I forgot.
Even when I think she kind of could make a point, she takes the dumbest direction possible. Come on, Ron, do better. Do better.
Oh, yeah. And that's another thing, too. Like, Unirock used Mallory. Unirock has been using Queen Bee and that whole part of that community.
Greetings, sentient beings. Good to see you, Purple. I'm so glad to see you. And good to see you, Beck, in chat. Spooky Hans. Stitching with Stitcherlies, The Good Nunya, Math Pig, Pretend Fashionista, and let's see, Evil McNuggies. I'm just kind of going through real quick to make sure I say hi. Verdrana, Nitty, and yeah. So if I missed you, I apologize. I like to say hi when I can. So I thought I'd stop and say hi real quick.
Unirock is going to turn on them. He does. That's what he does. And this isn't my saying it. This isn't my hoping it happens. I mean, I hope he doesn't. I mean, they would suck for them, you know, and they're, I think for the most part.
Well, I don't know if Unirock's going to turn on anybody. I think people sometimes change opinions with more information. So if you're saying that's what he does, I mean, that when Steve tried to weaponize Unirock onto my community and people I knew, Unirock ended up talking to people finally and kind of coming up to his own viewpoint of how things really were, and it just happened to not bode well with Steve, and Steve lost his mind. Did he turn on Steve? Not particularly. Steve lost his mind because nobody can disagree with Steve, and if you leave his narrative, he gets really upset. I don't call that turning on people. Nobody said, "Hey, I'm your best friend," or whatever. There's people I'm friends with that I owe them a loyalty to their friendship or the friendship that we once had, that I don't put them on blast because we were friends. Like, you know, like that's just what I'm not that person. But like in these cases, like these are other channels that are friendly, but I wouldn't call them like friends. And so like this idea of like you're going to turn on them, blah blah blah. I don't think people are looking to eat each other. I just think that some people can change their views on things based on more information.
Part unsuspecting victims or possible victims of him, whatever. But I hope it doesn't happen. But if history's anything, you know, to fall back on, it's gonna happen. And what I think is really shitty is how they all pretty much use Mallory, and they'll be coming for her next, I think. Yeah.
Who the hell is coming for Mallory? I haven't heard a thing about that. Either you're with us or a troll.
I didn't even know she had a third channel. All I knew was Molly Golightly and
Yeah.
Live with Molly Golightly. If she don't,
So Molly has a third channel that is a children's channel, which is just a frightening idea. Can you imagine? They can't decide if he's an idiot that should be ignored or an evil mastermind who's going to take everybody down. Now, which is it? Is you need the beeboo dappa bappa be da bop busy fur, 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 or is he the mastermind that is like the dreaded horseman of KJP? Like which one is he, Casey? I don't know.
don't see the third channel because they'll probably come for that next. If they hear she's got a third channel, oh shit, we missed one. Better go get that one too. They have no idea what's on it, but we know it's got to go. You know, that's what they are. Yeah. The really fucked up part is, I think there were services today for Molly's mom. That's really fucked up. Hey, Randa. Girl interrupted.
You're either with us or a troll.
Tigress.
Okay, wait. Say something. I don't want to just read
I
your
don't know what
chat.
you're saying there. I can't follow.
Chat, you're giving her content. She doesn't have anything to say.
Let me see if I pull up in another tab.
Yeah, pull up another tab.
All right, so let me try that.
Scrolling with my homies. Okay, let's see here. Are you going to bring up anything that's interesting? Let's see. Oh, you're going to watch something. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Rev Ruin is lying in chat. I see you making all these lies, and you're stupid because nobody wants to dox you. In fact, you gave me your name and your last name on a drive, and I said I didn't want it, and you probably didn't know. And to keep it safe, nobody cares. Nobody wants to dox you. You keep saying you're going to burn a bridge and let the light mark your way. Go forth, Rev. Go forth.
Oh, wait, I have to do this.
The other Rev that isn't Shani's Rev. Go forth.
Okay, no, that's not.
If your name is Rev, you might want to reconsider yourself, like your name, because it's not a good sign.
I'm going to have a hard time watching chat, though, if someone comes up. What if I hit my daughter's account? That's okay. No one has to come up. I just, like...
Oh, my gosh, you're killing me. Okay, Good Nunya says, well, there are some people that are going after how, but no one cares. Just stop harassing people who are going through tragedies. Yeah, yeah. There's something really disgusting about like screaming at people's like doorstep and tainting witnesses, potential witnesses, things like that. It's just disgusting. I guess they want to be part of the drama instead of reviewing what's going on or actually being helpful in any way.
Like I said, like I wasn't even going to live stream, but like I got a bunch of messages, a couple phone calls and everything, telling me, have you heard about Molly? Her channels and everything like that. Well, it seems like people want to talk about it, so I'm going to go live. So that's why I'm live. For people to talk about, for me to talk about it too, because of course, this is like a gripe of mine. And the options there. I need your email. You're going to go nuts.
Justin Farrell's in chat. He's saying, EKC, I need your email. You're gonna go nuts when you hear what happened. I'm not listening because the phone. I'm just looking at chat. Let me scroll up. I think he said something else in chat up here too. Didn't he? No. Okay. Well, we'll just check on you later. But gaslighting Justin's there.
What happened? Oh, okay. Yes, you got that. Here.
Hey, everybody. Hi, Justine.
There you go. Oh, shoot. I didn't put at. Well, you can.
Oh
okay,
my
yeah,
gosh,
it's
watching
the
you is
same as the channel
painful.
name, but at gmail.com. Maybe wasn't done by Unirect, but I mean, I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna scroll back.
Human that aired was, I think, either her or her husband. And she explained it all in a live, but Unirock, of course, was like, we finally did it, one down. It's like, so there's a very good chance that this maybe wasn't done by Unirock, but I mean, I don't, it said channel terminated. So something somehow got her channel taken down, and I don't know if it was him or not.
Could it be, I don't know, all the doxing, the recent show of an ID on channel because she was in a fight with somebody? Like, could it be something like that?
But I am quite eager, so I want to check something.
Why do they think mass reporting is all you have to do to take a channel down? They mass reported KJP, nothing happened. You need to break TOS for something to happen. That is true. Wait, Justin said in chat after EKCs that he only gotten one text from Molly that she went down for mass reporting. Why is he acting like he's got all the hot gossip? Well, I don't know. It's always like, changing information, as it comes. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like EKC was not prepared to do this. Okay.
Still up, that's not what, this isn't what happens when you do that, because that's not what's happening here. It's not. And if you want to take channels down for doxing people or for having doxed someone in the past, then every freaking channel on YouTube pretty much is going to be taken down.
Okay. I want to know, does every channel dox? Does every channel dox? Well, I haven't doxed. I'm trying to think. Not on this channel. I haven't doxed, and like I think I'm trying to think if anybody has come in doxing, I get rid of them. And I really haven't seen Unidocs. I'm going through the list here. Allegedly, they're going to keep saying in the stream nonsense doxes, but I haven't seen that myself. Though, granted, I don't watch hours and hours of nonsense. I kind of swing by here and there. But yeah, I don't think everybody doxes. Even on the other side, these anti-KJP people that are there, I don't think everybody doxes. I don't know if I've ever seen Renell dox somebody. Knock on wood. Maybe. I don't assume that everybody doxes. So no, I disagree.
And if that's hey man, if that's the platform you want, then go for it. I mean, there's also like when shit like that happens, there's steps. You yourself, if you yourself witness something and you deem it to be just like unacceptable, then by all means report it. That's what the feature's there for, is for you to report something when you deem something.
Okay, so people reported her for things that she has done. Why is this so upsetting and distressing to you? Is it because she's not going to throw you $100 at random?
Like just too egregious. It's not there though for another content creator to rally all their subs and their troops and rally other channels and to go on other platforms.
Look, unless you're like in the 90-day community, like where every channel over there seems to dox, but dun, 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 dun. And a lot of the true crime community, like most people aren't doxing everywhere. Most of the time, it's looked down upon, and you get excommunicated from community when you dox. I mean, oh yeah, welcome, welcome, Julie Virgo. Uh, this is sort of like on the fly here, but it's fascinating because EKC has informed us that every channel doxes, and so if Molly got taken down for doxing, we all should be taken down because every channel doxes, right?
Forms and to just convince everyone who hasn't even seen her channel or any of her videos to mass report. And it's also not there, in my opinion. I don't know if this is really a thing, but if it's a content you have an issue with and the content has been removed for whatever reason, then the report feature should not be used to then re-report the content after it's been.
Ma'am, I have talked to race realists and I've talked to people that are like what I would say on the fringe of religion. I've talked to people that are extreme progressives. I've talked to people that are extreme conservatives. I'm not really all about like the free speech being silenced. This is not what it's about. Why are you taking the goalpost and moving it to somewhere where it's not? Like nobody is trying to ban someone's free speech or prevent them from talking. That's not what this is about. This is about using your platform to bully and to harass people, to oppress them, to use your power difference. You've got a powerful channel with lots of subs, and you're using that up against your Patreon that said, "Hey, man, I'm really disappointed. This isn't right." And then all of a sudden, boom, there's your docs. Bam. Like that stuff is really concerning. It's about that stuff, not about, oh, I don't like what Molly said. Molly can be sometimes funny, dare I say. She's at least more amusing than KJP, but no, like this is not about I don't like what you said. That's stupid.
Remove. And that's what they were doing. So you can sit here and say, this is what happens when you do X, Y, and Z or whatever, yada, yada. But that's not what happened here. So this isn't what happens. Just saying. Exactly. Yeah. And also, Nonsense never doxed anyone. You sure about that? You really sure about that? I don't know. I seem to recall that there was some doxing. I don't know.
Incredulity is not an argument, so I'd like to know what you're referring to.
I think Veda would know more about that.
Veda Potato, I'm sure she knows a lot about things. Yeah, obviously it's gonna catch her. She's gotten so bold though, she doesn't even hide it. Like, I mean, she's doing stuff on cam and shit.
I heard a peep.
So
Okay,
dirty South.
I'm gonna try this.
Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Right.
East Coast.
Adding you to stream now. Let me
West Coast.
turn
dirty
my OBS
South
over to.
That's who's joining.
Scene. Come on.
I know because of my spidey senses. No, I scrubbed ahead.
Okay. Now, I think we should be able to hear you. Hello.
Hello.
Dirty Uncle Sal, you're on.
Okay. I have to say something really quick. She's about ready to really F up her stream. Okay. And it's really kind of funny. And I even said something. I said, I love you too, hearts. I actually said something. I said, look, not that I really want to help you out, but usually if you're going to stream in a way where you're talking to someone and you want to use your OBS too, usually you both get into StreamYard and talk to each other through StreamYard. You pipe that audio through StreamYard through in that direction. And you still use your OBS, but what you would do is you would mute and cover your cam while you talk to your guests. But no, you're going to do it in the most derp way, and it's going to be horrible. It's going to be a bad watch, you guys. I'm really sorry, but it's kind of funny at the same time. I'm going to read chat real quick. Veda would know more about this, but no one shows receipts. Just say it. Yeah. Oh, Veda. Oh my goodness. Scrolling. Aaron's going through it, you guys. Have some compassion. A channel died. That's the clip from Augie, by the way. That's what that's from.
Hello?
Have some respect for the channel.
Hello. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I forgot. I can't. It's right. The micro. I need the microphone on.
Can you hear me all now?
Yeah. Can you hear
Hello?
me? Okay.
Oh, cool.
Wait a second. Wait.
I,
All right. Now can you hear me? Can you still hear me?
hey, I just read somebody said nonsense didn't dox anybody.
Yeah. Yes, that's what they said.
I think, Yeah. Have they never watched her? Yeah, I'm on delay, I think.
Yeah, I noticed that. Oh, do you have YouTube on?
Yep.
What had happened was
Okay, yeah, just in the background of you. Because I'm hearing myself talk like a second afterward.
oh boy. See, these kinks could have been worked out like within
I got it.
everything
it is.
before you went live.
What is okay? So this isn't playing through OBS. Like, was this? I think it's put on you.
I'm on
And,
StreamYards.
Right.
I don't have anything
But
else
you
on.
have YouTube on in the background. Like the volume for YouTube on in the background.
Yeah, I don't have YouTube on.
You don't.
No.
Where's it? Oh, okay.
Incompetence.
You can hear it too, though, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How is that coming through?
I have no idea.
I need desktop audio.
I feel like they're like on like those like tin cans where they talk to each other like
Put that on and then mute it.
disregard for secret message.
Okay. Now I know I won't
Okay.
hear an echo, but now my volume I think is going to be delayed. Now you are going to have to listen to me through YouTube.
You're going to have to listen to me through YouTube. You're my guest on this panel because I can't carry this myself because Lord knows I have no idea what to say and I don't actually watch Molly, so I'm completely ignorant. But so I'm going to count on you to carry this, Sal. But dirted Sal, I want you to listen to me on YouTube and wait like 7 seconds and respond. Yep, this is going to work out just great. I can just see it.
Now you will have to turn on YouTube and listen. Otherwise you won't be able to hear me.
I can hear you fine. I just don't know if you hear me.
Yes.
How about that?
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you
Not
hear
the
me?
YouTubes.
Can you hear me? There's going to be a delay.
Gotcha.
There is going to be a delay because I'm streaming StreamYards. So there's going to be a delay from the time it goes from StreamYards to OBS and then to YouTube.
Ma'am, there is a way to make this so much easier.
Okay. Yep. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. So you said that she doxed. Like I know she's doxed before, but I can't recall it off the top of my head.
Okay, so again, allegedly Nonsense has doxed, but nobody has shown receipts yet. So I mean, have I scoured Nonsense's content all away? No, I have not. But in the times that I've dipped in, I have not seen this. Good Nunya is just here. She says that that never happened. So like receipts, please. We want to see receipts on this. Receipts or didn't happen.
Yeah, I got you. You're good. So, to the person in the chat right now, the JP person, how exactly is Molly to blame for everything?
Yeah.
She doxed herself.
How is Molly to blame for everything? Okay, did literally anybody say that? Is Molly to blame for everything? Someone in chat says they've been doing and saying the most disgusting things. Okay, you're pro Molly. I don't know what you're responding to in chat. I guess scrolling through real quick. Maybe they got deleted because I don't see anything that's relevant.
So, first of all, and then her and Nunya did that thing with Penelope.
Yep.
Like when they made the channel with Penelope's real name. So how's she never doxed?
Yep. And I've shown clips of her talking about doxing before. She doesn't care about the doxing. Like she said that she sits back and laughs when it's like one of the other people who do it to themselves or they do it amongst themselves, whatever. She sits back and laughs. She thinks it's hilarious. So it's not the doxing she has an issue with. It's just she doesn't want to be the one being blamed for the doxing. So I mean,
yeah. Receipts. Well, show me receipts that Molly did any of the things you said.
show me the receipts that Molly's did anything like that. Literally, people have shown receipts over and over and over again. Literally, people have watched with their own 2 eyes Molly doing this. Like, hey, Molly's live. Oh, look, she's seems to be under the influence. Oh, look, one of her patrons are mad. Oh, look, she's like, hey, patron, guess what? Here's your name. Oh, hey. Yeah, I would say like I do not scour Molly videos. I probably watch less of Molly than I do nonsense. And I would say like again, like I just have dipped in and out of Molly streams without the filter of Unirock and watched for myself with my own 2 eyes her be really gross and do some of the most dastardly deeds to her own people when they criticize her.
And again, I'm going to say Veda has receipts of everything. I know Veda and I have talked about this. I know shit's been done and said. And I want to say some shit's been done.
She's that kid on the playground that throws a rock and then hides her hands.
Exactly.
That's nonsense right there.
Yep. Yeah, nonsense docs Penelope. Yeah,
Penelope's literally had her channel in her name for years. LOL.
it was on Twitter, I believe. I have the whole Twitter thread and can send it to Aaron. Oh, awesome. Yes. King Yukon. EKC peoplesuck@gmail.com.
Oh, this is not Veda Potato. This is Dirty Sal.
I would gladly put that on display. Well, except for the address. I won't put that on display. Oh, what did JP say now? Now I do watch her daily, like I said, show receipts of her doxing on YouTube. Oh, so there's the moving of the goalpost. I'm sorry. So doxing isn't really doxing unless it's done on YouTube? Okay.
So Molly's egregious behaviors got
Okay, allegedly, she's accusing nonsense of doxing outside of YouTube.
So she
Allegedly.
made all those reports on herself, I guess.
Yeah.
With on videos that had nothing to do with anything. That was I see how that works out.
I still don't understand what you're defending, Dirty Sal. You have watched Molly's channel, right? Like, have you seen what we've seen? I'm just curious. Because it is very reportable. Oh my
Tree
god.
falls in the wood. Tree falls in the wood. Did it really fall?
Wait a minute.
A tree falls in the wood. KJP did it.
Okay. How would you even prove that, Justin? I don't even know.
Oh, she's
That would
responding
be
to
interesting.
Justin.
But then I saw a clip.
Justin, where are you?
Unirock was playing it, and I think it looked like a screenshot. Yeah, it was a screenshot because he said that he took the screenshot live, allegedly, and that the live had already been taken down or Molly took it down. But
Good to
on the
see you. Thanks for
screenshot, it
coming
shows.
by.
It's safe to take down the channel if it gets mass recorded.
Yeah. But in the screenshot of Uni's holding, Molly was holding an ID or whatever, and it looked like she was covering some part of it up. So did that really happen? Because I don't see how we can even prove it now. Because how do we? I mean,
Okay, so because we censored the ID that she's showing up as she's saying, "Hey, look what I got," because we censored it because we don't want to dox, right? You're gonna say like, "How do we know? How do we know it happened?" Well, I don't know. People watched it live, and there's a receipt, but the receipt's redacted for obvious reasons. Geez, Sherlock, I don't know.
it seems like the only person who has the evidence or proof of this or screenshot of this is Unirock, and I'm not sure I trust that. I don't know. I need more proof than that.
Show us the proof right now.
That's interesting. Oh, sure, I'm not on live chat.
Yeah.
Is there like a really?
The sky was fucking orange. I have to go outside and check.
Okay, so is there like a big delay between when you see me talking or whatever and you hear me?
Yes, there's a big delay. Hello, 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 hello. Hi. This is the best stream ever.
Yeah, that's right, Dash X. She did threaten to dox you.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Hey, Poppy. Okay. All right, so I think I'm caught up there on the chat. Actually, no, I was asked not to read it, and the thing is it sounds like this isn't for
Snorting
sure.
drugs with her nephew. What?
Huh?
Who snorted drugs with who? What?
Okay, so they don't know about the drugs, y'all. They don't know about the drugs. Have you guys seen that? Have you seen something going crunchity 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 crunch? And then there was like a and it was on the screen, and the guy's like, "Oh, not on camera." Ah, and there were pills shown, and yeah. So yeah. Apparently they're like, "Oh, that didn't happen either. You didn't see that with your own two eyes. Those were just vitamins."
Okay, so yeah, the email. What I read in the email, it sounds like it's someone explaining what they think happened, and there's nothing to back it up. So I don't want to read it unless there's something to back it up. I mean, it could be what happened. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know.
I'm gonna block so many people with my new wrench.
I think it could be somewhat possible.
If you get a wrench, I say mod lightly. Honestly, like there's some people that just are generally my mods, and there's some people that are have wrenches because they're protected species. so I'll throw sometimes a wrench if I don't want someone to get accidentally bopped, or if they can get linking abilities. So do not stress.
So we even confirm a little bit. I don't know. I see we have visitors from Puny Soxy's live right now. Oh, of course he is. Yeah. See, that's a. Shut up, Siri. Siri keeps talking to me. See, that's the thing. Now, Unirock's not going to stop now. He's not, because he's going to pick another channel next, and he's going to come for them. I mean, this is what he does, and what's pretty.
This is what he does. He does what? Are you saying that like really like Uni's sole purpose here is to mass dox? Is that really what you're arguing here? Are you screaming the sky is falling? Princess was passing out party favors. Yep. What? Yeah, it is really stupid, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Hey, Fit and Curvy. Well, it's good to see you. And since you follow Molly Golightly, being that you're from Geek Room, Burnt Toast Land, Maidens Land, all that, EKC is trying to say like Molly wasn't flagged for any legit reason. It's just a result of Unirock calling for a mass flag. That's all it is, and nonsense too. And so, as we know, it's complete BS. And then there's this person that we like to call Potato Veda, Tata Veda, and she wears tube tops, and it makes EKC all like catty. And she's like, I've got a list, and she put out a list of people that have called for the mass flagging, and Burnt Toast is on there, by the way. Yep. She got a list, y'all.
Pretty pathetic, though, is that a lot of these channels who kind of like teamed up with him or whatever, they're going to find themselves on his receiving end.
What's he going to talk about if he doesn't Molly them?
Exactly. But he's still talking about her. Like, he's still talking about, like, she is such a danger to the platform that people have to have her removed. But yet they're going to sit there and they're going to keep talking about it.
Just saying, as a protected species, yes.
And then they're going to be like, shit, where all my views go? I'm not doing as well as I used to. Shit, now I got to find something else to talk about, or someone else to talk about, or someone else to come after or attack or target. That's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, this will embolden Unirock. Exactly, Reverend Ruin.
Oh, Reverend Ruin. God. He's like the worst. Okay. How the hella, that's a NorCal thing. I'm a SoCal person. How the hella is Unirock? Is it Unirock's fault? Oh my God. Dude, like, I don't know, man. Like, apparently they have to blame everybody. So if they can't blame KJP, they're gonna blame Uni, and then they tie it to KJP by saying Uni is her henchman, right? So like that's how their little brains work, I guess.
Unirock said that about the drugs. What about drugs?
Think about it this way, though. You got Unirock and all these.
Fit and Curvy says she doxed a lady staying in her house on a live stream, but it's not her fault, guys.
Other channels, right? They all do the same thing. They're all just going to turn on each other eventually. So
they all do the same thing. What do we do again, Sal? What do we do? What do we do exactly? Who are we turning on?
Yeah, exactly. And I think one of the first channels they're going to turn on, I think, is going to be Mallory's, because and it's, I don't know.
Mallory reminds me of the Facts of Life. Isn't Mallory a character on Facts of Life? I could have sworn there's like Joe and then there's like a Mallory. And so whenever I hear that name, I think of Facts of Life. I don't know why. Yes, I'm that old. Oh my gosh, this is
Let's
painful.
see.
I bet you'd be Unirocking the nonsense first.
Yeah, it's Facts of Life. See? Yes. Okay, I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
Be careful, Aaron. He could focus on you. Oh, he can. He can.
Rev
focus on
ruined
anyone, so I don't
himself.
care.
He's aligned
I,
with the
I
cast
have
of
less than
Fraggle
5,000
Rock.
subs. If my channel gets taken down, I'll just start. I can just start into it. It's not like, I mean, it sucks for, I think, really, for Molly, because she had almost 100,000 subs. That takes a while. It took her years to build up to that. And I don't know.
Oh, you feel sorry for Molly. Look at that. Kindred spirits.
Okay, so others are saying 30 minutes 54 seconds. It's live now, and she holds the license up, so okay. This was just like a few hours ago, though, right? Like, it says this 2:34 p.m. Although I don't know where you are, where you
She's gonna say it's CGI and it was filmed in a pool.
took this screenshot, but like, YouTube doesn't work that fast usually. I don't know.
Apparently, there was a running of an Airbnb, and well, it didn't go very well for the guest.
Yeah, Unirock hasn't liked me since I started, because he's a big Katie
Mallory was
supporter.
Family Ties. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, this what killed me when he was, when he had Mallory on and shit. Like, I mean, I have someone sent me screenshots a while ago of some tweets or whatever Unirock made, and they were all like just homophobic shit. Like, I don't, and transphobic. Just, I don't know. Oh, Aaron, no, Aaron, I didn't know. What the hell? Oh, 1 second.
This is the best stream she's ever had. I mean, we've got Dirty Cell in on, like, she's coming from the moon, transmitting, and there's a delay, guys, so be nice. And we have EKC, who hasn't actually watched a Molly stream apparently, and is just weighing in on something that she knows nothing about. Okay. And then she was trying to say, like, the screenshot of her doxing with that person's license, that wasn't real. And how are we to know? Because it was blanked out and redacted. And now somebody's like challenging her and giving her more information. And she's like, and she's fighting with it because she doesn't want that to be true, because she's got a bias.
Shit. 1 second.
Now, granted, we all have a bias,
Damn
but
it, dog.
she doesn't even try.
Come here.
Come on, dog.
She got to one of my hair ties.
We're
I said, I got it.
streaming. We're streaming, dog.
Oh, you know what? Come here. Come here. Just for that. You can come here now. Come here.
I feel like EKC would be that dog owner that, like, spray paints her dog pink, I feel like that's immoral, but, like, dog owners do that sometimes.
All right, I grabbed the puppy for a second.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Ready? Yay, there's puppy.
Oh, that is a cute dog.
Say hi. Say hi.
I like your dog.
Hi.
Oh. Help me. Help me. Help me. Save me.
What? Okay. All right, go ahead. There you go.
You should just leave the dog on.
Oh shoot. Oh, did I lose you? Dirty Uncle Sal? I think I lost you. I just looked and realized that it's just me up there on the screen. I know.
Sal just gave up. Sal's like, I'm gone. Bye. This was the worst stream ever.
All right, so
Sal says, on another note, how the F do I listen to myself? My voice annoys the hell out of me. Your voice actually isn't terrible. Feedback, even though you're on the enemy side there. I can show you what a terrible voice sounds like. It's really hard. Yeah.
They were coming after Bombshell nonstop. I don't know who Bombshell is.
They're coming after Bombshell. I don't even know who Bombshell is. Who's they?
I totally wasn't muted. Yeah, I know. I didn't mute me.
Hi, Villanova. Welcome. I feel like most of this stream is
Twitter
us
gives immediate
watching her
review, but
stare
human
at
unlike
her
before
chat.
through their YouTube channel. I don't know. Because, I mean, yes, it is. Hybrid now. Yes, it is true. It is true. I don't know.
Okay, well, you're boring. We're gonna fist forward. Say something.
This isn't a loss. I mean, it's a loss to YouTube, but, possibly. But this isn't like you. I'm sorry. Do you think that this is some sort of like fight or whatever? Like it's us against Unirock and Katie and them, and that we lost. This is what this is about. Boo. Sorry.
I don't know, man. I've watched you and Tina, and it seemed like that you were quite invested in a fight. What your end game is, who the hell knows? But you seem pretty invested. I don't know. I mean, I feel like you're kind of tribal, and I know that like Unifam gets labeled as tribal, but your chat is tribal as fuck, and you know that. You know that.
It's not. This isn't some game we're playing. And this again. This
Do you
isn't
want to
about
play a
Molly.
game?
This is about a group of entitled people who.
Okay, it's not about Molly, y'all. It is not about Molly. Molly was banned from YouTube, but this is not about Molly. I do not want you to make this about Molly, okay? It's just not. Did she just say boo? Absolutely, she fucking did. She's that person.
Feel emboldened, and I don't know, just feel like they have a right to control.
It's like a digital
who's on this
Red
platform,
Rover
who's
game that
not.
we play.
Like, you don't like something or something bothers you, sure, report it. Absolutely. That's what the feature's there for. But when you got to be so fucking butthurt that you have to go whining and ringing like any other little cow to everyone else.
Whee! Cherie Miller says Bombshell is a creator who said some nasty things about Mallory. Then Amber supported Bombshell. Mallory and Amber got into a big argument, and that's how Amber got the boot from MGL. And now you know. Thank you.
Saying, oh, this person hurt my feelings. We need to get them taken off the platform. Let's go searching through their shit until we find enough things to get, That's what this is about. And you're nuts if you don't think that they're going to come for some channel that you do like next. Because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
All right. There's a secret army, and it's brewing, and they're called the moralizers of YouTube, and they're going to just go through channel by channel by channel and take y'all out. Watch out.
What are you doing, puppy? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Hi.
I'm gnawing through the wall to break free, EKC. That's what I'm doing.
So, yeah. Yeah, how's Jason going to sue all these?
Uni has the least amount of hate in his heart of anyone. He is not a hater. It is actually really kind of interesting. He is a softie. And I think that's why EKC actually goes for him. I think she knows it.
Creators. I almost wonder if that's why he had her tried his damnedest to get her taken out, because he didn't want to have to follow through with this fucking claim that he was going to sue someone. But dude, this shit that he was saying about his lawyer, I was listening to that, and when he said, I take her coat off, I put it on the chair, then she sits down, she does her business. I'm like, what do you mean she does her business? Like he was taking out the dog or something. Like, and I'm like, what? Does Unirock like stand there and hold his attorney's jacket while she sits there and takes a shit? Like, that's.
Well, you're highbrow.
I hope he gets free legal advice for that. Yeah, it's cancel culture. If someone don't play the way they think is right, then that other person is horrible and wrong person. Yep, exactly. The video upload I did last night, and
It's cancel culture. Well, whoever complained about cancel culture, how would you feel if Molly held your ID up on YouTube with her 200K subs or whatever she's got? That's weaponizing a rabid group of people. Some of her fans are pretty out there. I mean, it doesn't take much to put yourself in the shoes of the person that is the most powerless in the situation. So like the tipping of powers on the creator. So when a creator swings on a non-creator like that, it is really kind of awful. Like it's not just creator and creator, like boom, 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 like me and EKC yelling at each other. Like this is somebody that's picking on people that are non-creators and doing this shit too. Like, but if you're gonna defend that, I mean, that's really dumb. This is a dumb hill to defend. You do know that you can dislike KJP and Molly's actions. You can dislike both of their actions. Like it doesn't have to be a zero-sum game.
Reading the article, I think it still has the article pulled up, even one of them. That last one, maybe. No, I guess I don't. I did.
Well, there was that attorney that she talked to when she asked about the CP, remember? And it was like, it's not that bad, that guy. Yeah, there's that attorney.
Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. All right. I'm going to put the link in the chat. The link is also in the description for the video I uploaded last night. But I'm going to put it here in the chat too, in case anyone wants to check it out. But yeah, this is it. This article right here. This is exactly what we're witnessing. And it's fucking crazy. And not for nothing. People want to sit here and say, oh, probably got what she deserved. Yeah, yeah. I'm not positive, but I like 99% sure. I think today were services for her mother. Is that what she deserved? Did she deserve to, on the day she's attending her mom's funeral, to be told?
It's unfortunate that the timing of this happened during death and a loss. Yes, that can happen sometimes where just things align in a way that is unfortunate. And I think we all can have compassion for somebody, even like Molly, who's lost a parent. Yeah, I think that on a separate issue, nobody's swinging at that. The timing is unfortunate, but it's not like it's not like she hasn't done awful things for people for years. So, I mean, I'm not very sorry.
That her outlet has been taken away because people are just fucking butthurt with
Potato.
her. Is that what she deserved, really? I mean, if you think that that's what she deserves, then we're not on the same team here. We're not. Like, in life, we're not on the same team. So. Oh, I see I have a message there. Yeah, I know Veda. Yeah. I don't know.
I know Veda.
Hey, so it sounded like you.
There's like a support group, I guess, for the sister wives, and Veda's in it. And I guess they're messaging or something. I don't know. But Dirty South says, who made them the mighty TOS defenders? Like, what? What?
You were in the car earlier when we talked, so I don't know if you know or not, but I'm live right now talking about it. But someone already said that in the chat that Queen Bee was talking about you. So yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
Like, if you guys want to join Team Spackle, just let me know, and I'll start doing a members thing. Team Spackle.
Really?
We'll hold hands and yell Red Rover, and then call someone over.
Thank you, Dash X. Thank you. It sounded like a scat party or something, right? What the fuck is
that? Oh my goodness. Say something. I'm giving up on you. Okay.
This to go after people that they themselves deem unworthy, that they themselves don't like. It is the fucking definition of the morality police, whatever. This is what's going on here. This is nuts. It is.
I have to say something. EKC constantly defends all the worst players, all the most chaotic, all the most TOS breaking players. Why do you suppose that is? I don't know. Anybody? I don't know. Oh. I'm going to move you faster.
Really?
She's getting informed by Tata all the facts, which are quote unquote facts.
Thank you, Dash X. Thank you. It sounded like a scat party or something, right? What the fuck is that?
Oh my goodness.
Well, don't shit the good Nunya, of course. Again, if you see something that you find offensive, report it. But that's not what happened here. People
I like her phrasing. You find offensive. Like as if you're just like, I don't like your political stance, or I don't like your stance on you know, I don't know, religion, or I don't like your stance on uh what to wear. Like it's just like that. That's just that mild and arbitrary that that's going to cause like a mass doxing or something. Like, what are you on about? Like, this woman doxes people all the time. Like did I say mass doxing? I'm sorry. I mean mass flagging. Sorry, my bad. But this woman, MGL, she does this nonsense all the time. All the time.
didn't just like organically come across her shit, find it offensive, and then report it. That's not what happened here. And you know damn well that that's not what happened here. And that's the problem. That's the problem. People are exploiting and using this to go after people that they themselves deem unworthy, that they themselves don't like. It is the fucking definition of the moral police, morality police, whatever. This is what's going on here. This is nuts. It is fucking nuts. I look at it like this. Remember, like,
So the morality police, huh? Like, you notice when you hold EKC accountable and you confront her, like I did, like what, 8 months ago. It was the same song and dance. Like, you can't hold me accountable, morality police. People can do whatever they want, blah blah blah. Um, when somebody says, really, when anybody holds anybody accountable, it could be RH. She throws a fit. It could be the unicorn. She throws a fit. She defends all the worst people. So part of me thinks that she wants as much chaos as possible and much carnage as possible. She wants people to apparently get hurt in this. I mean, that's really what's happening. Molly's hurting people. It's not that she's offending people, that she's potentially causing harm to people by putting their information out there with some people that are pretty rough around the edges that are watching and stuff. Like how do you not see that?
like back, like before the internet, when you had cable TV. Okay, well, there was also like the Playboy channel or other like porn channels or whatever. If you wanted to watch the
Dump
shit, then you
dumpy
subscribed
dump
and
in
you
the
watched the shit.
cemetery.
If you
I like
didn't,
it. I
you
like
just
it.
ignored it and you just forgot about it. So, but then you have your Bible thumpers, whatever, who want you then search it out and try to rile up the troops and enrage people and try to ban pornography
Thou shalt not dox thy patrons.
or whatever, censorship effectively. And this is about porn either. Just I'm making
Oh, now we're talking about porn? Jeez. Well, that made a big jump, but you always talk about sex anyway. I don't understand why it's such a deal for you. But um porn is actually something that we could discuss too. I don't appreciate porn popping up on Twitter. So like I'll follow somebody and that somebody will follow a cam girl and that cam girl shows up in my feed and I'm like, dude, I didn't ask for this. Like if I want to look at nudity, I'm going to look at nudity. I'm not going to go to Twitter for nudity. And so I actually think that there's some certain spaces where porn shouldn't exist, like YouTube or Twitter. Like I think it should have its own little home and OnlyFans and things like that.
point here. Okay, so that's what this is like. Unirock, you, especially you, good Nunya there, and your partner there, Nonsense. This is what you guys did. You guys are the Bible thumpers of back then. You riled up the masses here to go after something that you yourself.
Listen, this is a battle for America, and full souls are going to be lost here. Souls are going to be lost, and y'all going to have to rally and mass assemble and fight the mean Molly Golightly. No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. But what did happen is people held somebody accountable because they were sick of the carnage that they were causing. That did happen. It's not like a fabricated thing. It's literally something that has been happening that we've all seen with our own two eyes, except for you, because you're the same kind of person that thinks, oh well, it wasn't real CP, right? Like that's who you are. So I like to say that you put blinders on. You're just like, la la la, I didn't see it, but you're commenting on it. So if you didn't see these things and you haven't watched Molly Golightly, but you're commenting and defending her, that's pretty reckless. You're doing your audience a disservice.
Deemed unworthy or just which should be illegal or just not allowed or whatever. You didn't organically come across some magazine in the store and think, holy shit, this should not be out like this. This is crazy. I'm going to make a phone call or write a letter or something. Okay. No,
Right.
you
Go to
went out and you
Pornhub
sought
like
it
a
out,
normal
and you got
person,
others to
right?
join your cause. That is targeted. That's exactly what happened here. Now, I'm sorry that you think that there's nothing wrong with that. That's your problem. That's a you problem, not me. But there's a whole lot wrong with that because you are out of your mind
Hi, Ox.
if you don't for one second think that whatever was done here can very easily be turned right around on you, on Nonsense, on Unirock, and anyone else. It can be.
Okay, so if we do the things that Molly is doing, like doxing people and being like, this person stayed at Airbnb, here's their license, um, uh, then yeah, that would be reportable. But good luck. We don't do that shit, but good luck.
And it's if you support it being done to one person, then you support it being done to everyone, including yourself. And it's not a matter of if it happens, but it is a matter of when. Especially with Unirock.
She got her top at limited too, yeah, and hairpiece at Claire's. The hairpiece is some dumb damn fuckery.
Don't take my word for it, though. By all means, don't take my word for it.
Who's she talking to? I'm still confused. I think she's talking to the morality police. I guess that
And
would be
yippee
people
ki
like
you're nuts
us.
if you think that this is about Marissa. You're nuts. And looks
You're nuts if this is about Marissa. You're nuts. This isn't about Marissa, even though it is about Marissa. We're gonna make it about Unirock because I can tie it to KJP, right? Except like it's kind of relevant because it's about Marissa.
like I might have to do something here. Okay, this is just to keep the trolls away. It's only for 5 minutes. You only have to be a sub for 5 minutes to comment. That's all.
All right, you trolls, stay away.
But it kind of helps cut.
We
down
don't need
some of
your
it.
truth telling. Speaking of corn, remember when he wanked his wanker while streaming with you?
Good luck with that. Me
Yuck.
and Dana already tried
That's
that
so
once.
gross.
That worked out real well for Nunya.
What's really interesting with that stream, with the wanking stream, is that like I know EKC hears it because she perks up and she looks side to side like, what? What is this? So you know she hears it. Like she's like, what is this?
That's funny. And I love how see, I started the stream not to so much talk about Molly per se, but the act of what happened. This is what I want to talk about.
Oh yeah, and Renelle is telling this story that's actually quite concerning, right? And it's a serious subject, and quite invested in it and very serious. And you got these jackasses in the corner that are like, caress me down, and EKC is just going, actually, nothing like that happened, even though I heard it. Yeah, and then they did, like, I can't remember. Was it EKC that said, well, maybe it was on Renelle's channel, or maybe it was on her TV? Yeah. I don't buy that. I don't think Renelle's that kind of person.
But all these people, all these haters of Molly are all in here talking about Molly. They're not addressing anything else but just Molly. This isn't about Molly. And if you deem her so dangerous that she can't be on the platform, then why the fuck are you in my chat just continuing her presence here on YouTube by talking about her?
Okay, so we can't talk about things. Listen, woman, history is there so that we can learn from it. And so we're discussing what not to do on this platform. And so, yeah, if there's bad behavior and people are witnessing it, they're going to discuss it. I don't understand why this is like rocket scientist, kind of status, but okay.
Why? Gee.
Leave Molly alone.
I wonder what's going to happen with Nonsenses channel now. I mean, what will she talk about?
That is kind of a fair question. Nonsense. I feel like you could branch out, and I say that lovingly and kindly, but you could probably dip into other things besides just Molly if you wanted to.
No. Oh God, that's funny. I do find that amusing.
How do you know it wasn't me or Renelle watching corn?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, the small part of me kind of likes the fact that Nanya has either been silenced for 5 minutes or she has to click subscribe. It's only gonna last for 5 minutes, but still, not gonna lie, I find it quite funny.
I think it's funny that Nanya is silenced, but I don't think it's funny that Molly is silenced because, I haven't watched her do all the dastardly deeds that she's done. So I'm just going to speak about things that I don't know. Okay. Yay.
It's your comment was hidden. I see that, Carrie. But okay, but this isn't about Molly. This isn't about Molly. It's not about Molly. You can keep trying to make it about Molly, but it's not about Molly. Sorry. If you want to talk about Molly that badly,
I mean, it literally is about Molly. You can't discuss this alleged mass flagging of Molly without talking about Molly. And so, by cock blocking the chat from asking the questions that are relevant, like, well, what did Molly do to get banned? Molly, did this and that and the other, and this is why she got banned. This is why her channel's gone. And then for you to go around going, this isn't about Molly and make it about Uni. Well, okay. But this is really dishonest. And I don't understand why people can't see that this is dishonest because it's so obvious. It's like a child that plays hide and seek and half of their body's sticking out. Like, this is really stupid. You're embarrassing.
why don't you go over to Unirex stream, because he can't shut the fuck up about her. I'm sure you'll find yourself right at home there.
I mean, if I had a nickel for how many streams that you have of KJP where you're like, way back machine, remember when KJP did this 5 years ago? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, exactly. Dash X.
Yep, $100 super chats, man.
The
It
gang
hurts.
bullied her,
It
even
hurts.
those nasty clip channels making money off of her clips. She paid them no mind. But when she got mad at her friend, how and sad things they were waiting for. Yeah, they were. And don't get me wrong, sure.
Why are clip channels nasty? I don't understand. Clip channels actually literally just archive what people say and do and hold them accountable. I don't think clip channels are nasty.
Molly definitely made some mistakes. Come on now, sure. But that doesn't excuse everything that all of those gunning for her were doing. It doesn't excuse any of it, in fact. Not a fucking damn thing. Because they themselves, they are guilty of all the same things that they have turned around and pointed the finger at Molly about.
I haven't doxed people. I haven't threatened my Patreons. I haven't put someone's ID on the screen. I haven't done certain illegal substances on screen. I've watched a lot of people. I haven't seen them do that either. I don't understand all this plethora of people that are doing all the same things that Molly's doing. My goodness, like, someone ought to do something about this. My goodness, like, I don't see this. Yeah, the hypocrisy thing. I mean, you can do the hypocrisy thing on some people, but on the channels that she's talking about, I don't see what she's addressing. KJP has doxed. KJP has doxed. So there's one. But the other ones that she's talking about, no, I don't see what she's talking about. Sean Coffee says, Nunya, you were nothing but a stepping stone for others. Okay, simp, Sean. Like, I think Nunya's pretty grounded and seems pretty solid on her views of things. So I don't think she's a stepping stone. I think she's just a normal observer that seems to not care for people's bullshit. But you can try to insult people and degrade them. That's cool. We see what it is.
Just look at their catalog. They are guilty of it all. I promise you.
Just look at their catalog. Okay. Well, no.
So it's not even about that. I took screenshots of Amy's videos. Molly. Yeah,
I haven't
exactly.
harassed screaming families for content. I haven't made fun of
Oh, there
murder
was, yeah,
victims.
someone sent me an email.
Yeah,
Wait, let me pull it back up.
the list goes on and on.
I won't say the name just in case, but the subject line was Molly Twitter mass report. Wait, image. So these are all images. In the first image, it looks like there's a video clip. Or so, oh no, it's not a video clip. My bad. I don't think. Is it? I can't tell now. Because it says let's go live. It looks like that might be a link to her live, and then a timestamp is provided. But why would only a screenshot be taken? I want to see a video of this ID thing from her live. I want to see. That's what I want to see.
Well, you know she's a dirty deleter, right? So you want to see the video live, even though a bunch of people witness it, and there is a screenshot, but you want to see it, even though she's a dirty deleter. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly, Tiptoeing. It doesn't excuse people of abusing YouTube to mass report because just because, okay, here's the thing. Every channel on YouTube has broken terms of service at some point. I guarantee that every channel has something in their catalog that violates terms of service for whatever reason, to whatever degree. Okay, because
Yeah. So sometimes people call people cunts. Yeah.
nobody is that fucking perfect. No one. Okay, so keeping that in mind, if you want to use the excuse of, well, they shouldn't violate terms of service, is why it's acceptable for what transpired here, then every channel deserves to be taken down for the most part. At least all the channels in this community, that's for damn sure, right? So if you support
all the channels in the KJP community, maybe. I don't know about all of them. I would say there'd be a chunk. There would be a chunk.
for one, then you support it for all. But these weren't organic reports. These weren't people just stumbling upon her shit or whatever, taking issue and then reporting. I fully support that. Yeah, people should absolutely report shit that they find offensive. But when you sit there and you go across platforms,
again, I think you're moving the goalposts. You're saying report things that you find offensive. I don't know about that. I don't generally report things I find offensive. I report things that are dangerous, that are causing harm. Offensive wouldn't be on the list of things to report for me. You do you though, boo. You do you.
you try to rile up your followers and shit like that to go and report a channel that they don't really care about. They have probably never watched, certainly never watched any of the videos they're reporting, and they could care less. But they're doing it because you called upon them. That's a fucking problem. That's exploiting terms of service. That's exploiting the shit out
I call you Pikachu.
of terms of service. That's what, for their own personal vendetta. It's not even to make the police a better police or whatever. No, it's to.
Has Erin even watched Molly? I don't think so. Like she's acting like, well, either that or she's just so grossly dishonest. But I think in a way, she might know that Molly's on this doing these things, and I bet I could just see her being the person that goes, I don't want to see it, so then I can say that I didn't see it. But she's got to know. Like there's no way to not know.
To appease whatever hate they have growing inside of them. That's what it's about. And you're crazy if you find
Ma'am, I have disgust, not hate. Disgust.
that acceptable. They should be held accountable as well. Well, maybe they should, but I mean, here's the thing though. I'm a big proponent. I'm a big proponent of being the change you wish to.
Look, I'm gonna need you to stop breaking TOS with your quilt making, sisterlies. It's giving us a bad reputation. Okay.
See, so I don't want to see people just exploiting the system and mass reporting shit or whatever. And I personally haven't been that offended with the shit that I've seen from any of these creators. Sure, there's been a few things in the past I have reported because I found offensive, but I don't go around telling people about it. Like,
so you report things that you just simply find offensive instead of like, I don't know, dangerous, harmful, oppressing somebody that is in a different power dynamic than them, maybe. You just report things that are offensive. That's petty as fuck. The best was Molly came onto Erin's panel and told her with better hair and makeup she could be cute. I saw that. That was a sting. Oof. That was the arrow that landed. Oof.
nobody knows about it. And I will continue to do things that way. I'm not going to encourage people to go, hey, they did it to Molly, so now we got to go do it to them. No, absolutely not. Do not do that. Don't, because that's the problem. That's
Bullshit, bullshit, narrative, narrative.
the fucking problem. I'm not going to sit here and say I support the problem being, continued. No. And it sucks because I understand the drive and the desire to do that. Believe me, I get that. I want to do that. But it's not going to fix anything. It's not going to change anything. It's just going to make the problem even worse. And it's just probably going to end up setting myself up for being a victim of it as well in the future.
Listen, if you plan on doing dastardly deeds and people hold you accountable, Aaron, it's going to be on you. But if you don't do dastardly deeds, then and you just have salty opinions, people are going to leave you the fuck alone. Like, I don't know what to say. I mean, there might be some random person that's like, you hurt my feelings because I don't know reasons. But for the most part, like, people report things that are more dangerous, they're harmful, they're doxing, they're, those sort of things. Like, they're not just because they don't like your filter and what it does to your nose and how your nose has ridges on it that should not be there.
I don't wish to do that. So, anyway, that's the thing. Who's going to be next with targeted harassment and then mass reporting? I almost kind of wonder. I don't take this seriously because I'm not encouraging gambling or whatever. But I think somebody somewhere should maybe start taking bets.
Well, I mean, we can take bets and see who's the dumb one that's going to do a stupid thing and win a stupid prize. I guess we could do that. Finn Curvy says, "Don't do messed up ish, and you will be fine." Right?
I mean, see, who do we got going for the win here? I think Mallory's won.
Mallory.
I think LB's won. I think.
Okay, so LB. She thinks LB is going to be targeted for mass flagging. Look, LB. LB is a loved figure in the KJP community, okay? And she has been shadow banned because she covers true crime and she has to figure out how to get her support back, okay? She is a person who definitely never breaks TOS, right? And when she plays back MTV for long bits of time and TLC or whatever she's doing, and she watches, she makes her own documentaries, and she worked really hard on the documentaries that she reviews and she plays in full and barely comments on. Okay, so leave LB alone.
Veda's won. I think. Okay, someone said something
Veda
about
Potato.
bomb or something.
Oh, I want Veda Potato to last a long time. She's funny. Ooh, I love me some sloppy girls. Slop it up, Veda.
What did you say? I forget the name. Bombshell or something. That would be one. Justin, I think, is one because he's like best friends with Marissa, so naturally he's got to go because he's friends with the woman, right? Because that's against terms of service or some shit. I guess I don't know. Who else has Unirec really been bitching about lately? Like, because it's like everyone. Like, he doesn't even bitch about me that much anymore. So I don't think I'm one. Oh, Dolly. Yep, I think Dolly's. Oh, Bullhorn Betty. Yep, she's next. I got that's.
How upsetting that somebody that bullies and doxes and harms people and is part of the Proud Boys and celebrates people and causes a mess on scenes for actual crime cases. How horrible would it be if she lost a channel? I mean, that's just terrible. EKC, you should take one up for Bullhorn Betty. My goodness, like you just would fit in right there, right? Support the Proud Boys, why don't you?
Placing my money on her. I think she's gonna be next. Yep. And don't get me wrong here. See, I don't really care for Bullhorn Betty, like at all. Like,
Oh,
I'm sorry,
okay.
I don't. I don't agree with much of the things I've seen and heard from her, but it's just me. I can feel that way. I can choose not to watch her. I can choose not to talk about her. I can just choose to go about my own merry way. That's what I choose to do. I don't support her being mass reported. I don't support her being targeted in any way, shape, or form just because people got angry with something.
People don't target her. People review her. I highly recommend people like Burnt Toast that actually hold her accountable.
She did. If you, like I said, if you yourself deem something just unacceptable, then do what you got to do personally. But I don't support anything else. Hell doesn't bother anyone. Amanda T, that doesn't matter though.
I want to know how you get so many shadow bans. She says Unirock done had her shadow bans. Should, oh boy.
It doesn't matter. You're right. I don't think she does. I fully agree with you. I don't think that matters though.
Finn Curvy's been following Bullhorn Betty probably closer than I have. And I knew about Bullhorn Betty, gosh, back when the Geek Room covered her. And then also Burnt Toast grabbed her. And I knew Burnt Toast before. I knew her when she was a wee little croissant, or no, I don't know, crouton, I don't know. And now she's just full toast now. No, Toasty does a really good job on her channel, and she's been exposing Molly and also Bullhorn Betty for a long time, working hard to keep a spotlight on them, and also doesn't call for like a mass flagging, things like that. These things that like EKC's saying that happens does not. But holding someone accountable, that is something that Burnt Toast does, and she does it pretty well. So yeah, there's channels that hold people accountable. Good for them.
And see, Elle and Unirock have kind of a little bit of a history going, way back to the beginning days of Katie Joy here on the platform. Like, I really feel like she's probably like the inspiration for all of this fucking hate, but whatever. I digress. They have a bit of a history, so she doesn't really have to bother anyone. She's already bothered Unirock.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're the inspiration for everything. It all started with your email. And Steve wanted exculpatory evidence or something. I don't know. I don't know how this song goes, but I do know that my introduction to the anti-KJPs had a lot to do with LB. And so like there was like LB, and so I'm from afar watching all this go down, and I'm like LB's like sitting there with like KJP, and they're like friends, but they're like really jealous friends. And then all of a sudden they weren't friends, and they got in a fight, and then things happened, and there was like accusations of like a channel getting flagged, and she's like, oh, they flagged my channel, and I can't like feed my family, and they're not going to have Christmas, and there's not going to be Christmas presents, let's do a fundraiser. And then she's like, KJP struck me. And then there's this email, and then the email is like shown by Nate Brody to be like really full of errors. And so Nate, the lawyer, is like showing like, hey, look at all these errors. Look at this weird formatting. This doesn't look like emails that they send out. And so then Steve wanted her to show the dashboard, but Kenny done spilt a drink. And she couldn't show the dashboard, even though he was begging her. And he's like, it matters to me. My honor's on the line. And she's like, no. And then later she said that Jesus told her to delete the email and to not worry about it. So yeah. Yeah, my introduction was LB. And she is interesting, to say the least. And then it got worse from there with Britters and the babies and stuff. And I don't know. But LB was quite entertaining.
Several times in the past. That's reason enough for Uni to determine that she's got to go. So, jail.
Yeah, if you haven't watched Molly EKC, check out Burnt Toast, and Burnt Toast has receipts.
Bullhorn Betty and Dolly are next, I think. I don't know much about the other two. I know JLR, I think he's the dude who was in prison or some shit like that. Dolly, I know he used to do the voting off the island thing or whatever it was. That's about all I know about them. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that those, yep. And Laura, yeah. Oh, that's Uni really seems to be annoyed with Laura lately. Like, I'm loving it. Don't get me wrong. I'm fucking loving how bothered he is by her for whatever reason. But yeah, he's gonna try to come for her next, and that's just funny because she's not gonna care. I mean, I don't know her that well. I've only watched a few of her streams, but I fucking love everything I've heard. Like, listening to her speak, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like she's kind of my spirit animal, but not an animal. My spirit human.
You're appropriating people's culture.
So I don't know that much about her, but I don't see her as really giving a shit what Unirock does. I'm all for that.
If you haven't already, obviously, subscribe to Unirock or Rock a Lot, but also you can subscribe to Toasty, and Toasty's very informative about Bullhorn Betty and Molly, and has lots of receipts.
Because that drives Uni up a wall. Oh, I didn't see that before.
Girl, you need a teleprompter.
How? Like, especially someone who hasn't personally slighted you, like someone who hasn't, like, I don't know, shot your dog or slept with your husband or wife or something. You know what I mean? Someone who hasn't personally done something to you. How do you hate them that fucking much? How?
Well, that's a question for you. That's a really good question. I would say ask Mama Girl. I really been wondering how she hates KJP that much that she would keep KJP's son's pictures like on the ready to just link a kid's pictures to go on and on about somebody else's kid obsessively. And to act like she is like pretty much Satan. Um, how does Mama Girl hate somebody that much? That's interesting. How do you hate somebody that much, willing to pull a R report, a police report, put it on blast online because you decided that it's not a real story? Like, let's get real. Let's call it what it is. Yeah, you can hide behind the officer, but you think she's a liar. Um, and like we could talk about that too. Like you're interesting there. How come you're so full of hate? And if this isn't hate, then what the fuck is it? Because like it seems pretty hateful to me. I can think of people that I like legit hate, and I haven't done that shit to. But okay.
I don't understand how that happens.
If you haven't joined the Rock a Lot channel, it's where Uni streams. Uni's got a format that is not as concise as some creators, and it sort of like plays out like a radio show. You ever see a radio show and you're just like, I'm working all day and I'm listening to the radio and it's going on for a few hours. Uni's kind of like that. He talks a lot, has fun. He's got a good sense of humor, and the community is really great. And so yeah. I would say if you want quicker receipts and quicker information, you could go to Burnt Toast. If you want to have a lot of fun and be jolly and chat and enjoy little skits and funny things with getting the information, you can kind of swing over to the Unifan. And both are great channels for this, and just a different flavor for sure.
Yeah. Actually, LB was targeted by Kitty Joy long before Molly. They even had her arrested by reporting that she was carrying drugs. I don't know. Okay, stop.
I'm not doing anything.
She probably needs to go out or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but I have heard that claim before. And I do know that there was an arrest. That happened that much. I do know it's true. But I do fully 100% believe that those screenshots were not fabricated and that they were, in fact, actual screenshots of a DM conversation featuring Katie. I fully believe that.
I don't think anybody really was challenging those screenshots with Katie and LB's conversation from back in the days. But I think EKC wants to muddy the waters as per usual.
Completely. Why don't they go after Katie for all her doxing? Yeah, because they don't care about the doxing. They don't care.
I don't go after Katie because one, Katie's really boring. Two, there's a lot of people that hold Katie accountable, and some people do it better than others. I do think Katie deserves to be held accountable for the things that she does. I do think if you can't catch her doxing, you should probably report doxing because it's bad. I'm not calling for a mass report. I'm saying if people do bad things that are against TOS that are that bad, then yeah, to protect people, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So yeah, I'm not all Team Katie for sure. EKC's against all this behavior over hating one person, but Uni. She's so mad that Uni is smoking her numbers, talking about basically the same general topic. Ruffle. Menace to Sobriety has an amazing channel. If somebody could link his channel, if you want the short and dirty to the point, if with good production value, Menace is really great for that. And Menace gets under her
Wait, what? Who
skin.
passed? Oh, I don't know who passed. What? Oh yeah, I remember that, Mandy, when she posted a 15-year-old's birth certificate. Yep. Oh, and also it revealed that the 15-year-old, well, 13, had an abortion. Yep. Like that was anyone's fucking business, right? On that time too, when she called an alleged 9-year-old girl who was a victim of SA, or called her a lying brat. That was nice. That was,
I think that, people can refrain from calling people names when they're reporting a more sensitive subject like that. I don't have any problem with people holding her accountable for things like that. Like that makes sense. I have a problem with people going, her son doesn't look sick. Your son ought not to be in a wheelchair. That stuff is disgusting. Stop it. But stuff like that, okay. If you have the receipts, call her out on it.
oh, damn it! I meant to find it. I have a video somewhere. Shit, I don't remember where I put it. Katie talking about it's a little over a year old, I think. I don't know. No, I don't know how old it was. But she's talking about Johnny Depp and Amanda Heard, and boy, she was all for Team Amanda. Like, even though Johnny Depp was like her favorite actor when she was a kid, but he was just,
Okay, I'm going to say something that's super unpopular, and I'm going to lose viewers right now. I am uh, uh, team don't abuse your spouse. And so what Johnny Depp went through is terrible and awful. I also think that relationship was a two-way street. I don't think there was only one person involved in that. That was very unhealthy. I think they both were unhealthy and they both were bad for each other. It's just that one person was far more violent and far more frightening than the other. But they both were a train wreck. And addiction is ugly, and he is an addict, and borderline is ugly, and she's a borderline person that is apparently spinning out of control and violent. What a sad, awful situation, and to have it all public out and out and everything, and then for him to lose like his work and stuff like that. It's all terrible and awful. But I can see why some people shift back and forth on these issues because they are complex, and you are aware of like nobody's really an angel in this situation, and some people do have their bias. That being said, I'm not Team Amber Heard. Don't misunderstand me. I am just, those situations are ugly. That's what I say.
just such a drunk, and he used so many drugs, and he was so abusive. And they were both abusive, but Amber's the like, oh my god, I gotta find it. It's like, and like that she tried to keep that stance going when the trial was going on, but she got so much freaking hate for it. And then she made this like big announcement post like, I have changed my mind. No, you didn't. You're just pretending you did. Come on.
I'm muted. I don't know how long I was muted. My bad. I was going to say people change their minds with more information all the time. Like that's the difference between like being dogmatic and not. Like if you have evidence and it changes your view, and that's a good thing generally speaking.
Sadly, I think you're right, Hush Puppy. Right, in effect, you are someone who recognized how bad things can get. For example, what was done to Steve McRae's, it is appalling. Yeah. And this is what they're doing. Like, this is
What's done to Steve McRae is appalling. Steve McRae is just, he's got a blog and you need to read it. And what they've done to him is just so horrible. They've held him accountable for stupid things that he's done. And they haven't just like laid over and died when he calls them sociopaths. They don't accept it like good human beings. They actually push back, and how dare they? He's he's just the best, and it's just a terrible, terrible shame what they've done to him. Yeah, hold him accountable for the things that he does and the BS that he does, and the people that he visits with and supports and platforms. And yeah, it's just terrible. It's terrible. I mean, like it's almost like these trolls. They just led Steve to David Silverman, and they just drug him over to David Silverman and said, "Look, go be friends with that guy and take that flag up, or go have these terrible views on trans issues. Go ahead and do that. Do that. That'd be awesome. Or go and promote this guy that is a convicted rapist and have him on a guest on the channel, and then go to bat for him on Twitter. Go to bat for him and say, hey, I spoke to him. Things like this happen all the time. Innocent men are accused all the time. Go to bat for him like that. Yeah, how dare people hold that man accountable for a thing? It's just terrible. It's just terrible.
What they do. I mean, I seen it a lot in the vaccine community, just the way people were targeted, and like, not that that's excusable, but the people who were doing most of the targeting there, like I feel like a good amount of them really believed the shit that they spouted. So I feel like they were doing it from a place of where they thought that they were doing right for their kids. You know what I mean?
Are you assuming that people think they're not right here? That's an interesting assumption.
Doesn't excuse it, whatever, but I don't know. I can understand it maybe a little bit, but like this, there's no reason for this kind of hatred against like Steve McRae or against Molly or whoever it is they're going to
There's absolutely a reason for dislike for these people and the harm that they do. Like, absolutely.
hate on X. There's no fucking reason for it. There's nothing that makes sense about it. It's not understandable in any way, in any regard. I don't get it. I asked why they hated Molly so much. Do they even know, really?
Oh, I don't get why they hate Manson. Manson, like, he was just so charismatic. And I really think that Manson got a bad deal, man.
I think it's called for Road Hog.
You should really spell check that blog. Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, all this stuff. Yeah, you're right. Jason just cheered all of this shit on. All of it. The woman in Florida that Katie doxed because she looked up the license plate for Brian Laundrie, right? Her subs called that woman's work. Yep. Mm-hmm. Meaning of the song and accused her mom of essay they didn't like that the mom modded for Michelle. I don't know, pussy. But I vote that Nonsense's new name from here on out be Rebecky. From this point forth, she shall be known as Rebecky.
Oh, look, she got a clever nickname for Nonsense. Rebecky. Okay. That's good. Iran.
Thank you, Dash X, for that fabulous name. And I'm going to have to wrap this up, though, guys. Sorry. It's 8:00, and my oldest son and I we go out to karaoke on Tuesdays. So,
can you imagine EKC doing karaoke? Like, I don't know. She's like, I just don't know what to do with myself. Like, I don't know, what song would she be singing? Like, I could see her I bet she would sing Madonna, huh? I bet. Like a prayer or something. Oh my gosh. And then she'd use improv and like be like, oh, look at my improv skills. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? All right. Well, this was useless. And but I wanted to watch it, and I didn't want to watch it alone because it's painful. And so I appreciate everybody in chat. I'm just gonna say hi to people in chat if I missed you. Chick Bazaar, hi. Verdrana, hi. Sheba, hi. And looking through, Cherie, hi. Just saying hi. I think most everybody else I've said hi to. Teddy Bear, hi. Scrolling with my homies, scrolling chat. Okay, that's it. All right. This was just sort of impromptu, and I was gonna watch this stream. It absolutely has no meat to it. No teeth either. It's just gumming the subject, and she doesn't want you to make it about Molly, even though it's literally about Molly. Molly got deplatformed because she does stupid stuff and she plays stupid games, won stupid prizes, and was doxy, putting stuff out there, and doing other shenanigans. The list goes on and on. But so sayonara to Molly. It's really odd that you're so sad about this. I just don't get it. But okay. Now I have to say goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, Ma. Goodbye, Pa. Goodbye, Stitching with Sisterlies. I cannot say it. Stitching with Sisterlies. Thank you. Goodbye, Sheba. Goodbye, Villanova. Good night. Just saying. All right. Yeah. I work tomorrow, so I probably need to go. I have been not feeling so well lately. So I am so sorry for not streaming very often or consistently, but I appreciate everybody's patience and I'm really happy when people show up when they do. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Have a good night.